mute. Unmute. Unmute.
So don't you like how beautiful you are looking now?
As in, I don't understand. You invest so
Don't
much
you
and
appreciate this beauty, girl?
so let me see this wig. Sister. Sister.
You're not serious. I think that let's start from the bottom so that by the time
Nelly
we
comes in.
So
Okay.
I see it first.
no, the last one.
Should women? Okay, so let me just move that up then. All right. Sales room. Wait, so 1 second. I forgot what I want to put for sales room. Hold on, please.
Look, I like your cardigan. I like your sweater.
Thank you.
Are you telling me that you guys?
I think cardigan is British, sweater is American. Or
So
one
are you
is
telling me that you guys are not seeing code in your own side there?
we're chilling.
Oh my gosh.
We're chilling like we're in Texas.
As in that even if you wear gloves, safe, your hand will still be frozen.
But wait, have you seen -35? Winnipeg is in -35.
Huh. No, today is not even smiling at all. You know, even if I see -24, it actually feels like -30
Feels
for
like,
us.
yes, I saw yours. I think feels like -29.
Yeah.
Thereabout. Well, this too shall.
Can you
It's
put your
Toronto
camera?
I feel sorry the most for Sha.
I don't know who the people are you're talking about.
So what did you use?
Shall they send me hits, please? Please send me hits, please. Ping it. Ping it. Ping it, please.
Oh my god! I left at the right time, like at the exact right time. Who knew?
That again.
By the time I come back, maybe we should eat the cold. Eat it, swallow it. I don't want to feel this godforsaken -2 digits. Please. Right. Let's do sales real quick. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I want to show this off. So this is our superfoods essentials, right? It has 10 fruits and vegetables. It's good for the weather. It's good for increasing your immune system. If you feel like you're eating healthy, this is a great way to add to whatever you have going on with your health. It's really good. It's pure. Like when you look at the ingredients, it's pure. No
So if you're not
added.
eating healthy, what will happen to us? Can we still take
Their supplements are supposed to be as a supplement to something. Yeah. Supposed to supplement something. So if you feel like your diet is not balanced, this helps to give you some extra because it's fruits and vegetables. No added additives, like literally very pure. Like when you look at the ingredients, it's literally just the mix that is there, nothing else. I really, really recommend this. I've been taking it and it's so good. It's one of the best all-in-one for me in terms of a multi veggie and vitamins. Really good. So cop this. We're having sales on this right now. It's $25. Imagine. It's going to go up. But this is really good for this weather. How do you do it on social media? I removed my nails, finally. All right, done with selling. Let's get into it. Shade and Tilad are twins. Are we twins? Someone say, are we twins though? Oh my god. Oh yeah, you should produce your show.
We all look alike. Dupe, I think this next one is yours, right?
And begin now. Put it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm so jealous of women that come from families where they're just telling you, you know what, you're a boss. I have a friend like that who outsources everything.
Yeah.
She comes from, no, her mom outsources everything.
I love it.
Her mom does not play. Her mom outsources her driving, her cooking, their cleaning. Her mom outsources everything. One time I sat with the woman and I said,
Mommy, let me learn from you.
Mommy, so no, I have internalized misogyny. So the question I asked her was that if your daughter marries now, how is she going to do it? The woman looked at me. Is she marrying a loser?
Ooh.
And I was like, what do we carry? What do we throw? And the
I like
man
that.
was like, I did not raise my daughter to slave. Her husband is simply going to match her lifestyle. And that is it. Or she's going to match her lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Because you're telling me now that how is she going to do when she marries? What's my business? If she marries a man now that is telling her to go and be, she simply does not know how to do it. The marriage cannot even last. Because she simply doesn't know how.
Okay, so I don't know. Honestly, I think that it's an interesting conversation for sure. And but when I watched it, I thought to myself that we have to be careful about false narratives, false expectations. The reality on ground for a lot of people is not the same as the reality from what she has portrayed. There's nothing wrong in, a mother or a parent wanting, their children to have a soft life, or provided that you have provided the same for them. So, I mean, if you cannot now not have provided this sort of soft life for your own child and expect that the person she marries has to provide it, what if the person is not equipped or has the financial stability to be able to do that? So, I think that it's as much as I did enjoy this conversation, and I found it laughable, and I think that we should all just reconnect to our present realities. Let's come back from that Z world, you know, Korean movie, and then come back to what is your own reality now. If how did you grow up? Did they give you all these furnishings as you were, as a child, as you were growing up? And rightfully, maybe your parents will expect the same kind of treatment. But if you didn't have all these kind of furnishings, and then you now expect somebody that wants to hustle and want to be with somebody that they are ready to work it out and slog it out and just make everything work, and then you now say, oh, is she marrying a loser? I mean, what is a loser? Who is it? I don't know. What is the definition of a loser? I think that those are the things for me, because it's such a blanket statement that has been made here. And I think for me, we should be very careful around this like I said, false narratives, false expectations that a lot of women or a lot of men put up upon themselves. Your reality should determine what you're looking for. What is your reality? So, but I could be wrong. Anyways, I'm done.
I mean, someone who grows up with that level of, I won't say luxury, because is it luxury really? If you grow up in that kind of family, I don't even think you should be attracting something outside of it first. And that's the honest truth. I mean, there are some families that they will say, look, my daughter doesn't do this thing. So if you're expecting it, you are going to be disappointed. My daughter doesn't cook. Some families are that open to say those kinds of things. And I think that if you are, as an individual, if you grow up in a family and you know who you are and you accept who you are, you will attract who you are. I think it's when there is a bit of a conflict with your reality, like what you're saying, in terms of you're not 100% sold on the idea, then you start to attract things around that. Personally, I mean, for me, for instance, I've never liked to cook. I can cook, but I've never liked to cook. But I always had this internal struggle because I grew up with a grandmother that wanted us to cook, but at the same time, she never cooked. But she always had housemaid. But there was a thing of you should know how to cook. So I had this internal struggle of cooking was part of who I should be. So when I met someone who wanted food, I didn't think it was going to be a deal breaker because I don't like food per se. But once I decided that, I mean, I'm not saying I don't like food, but if I don't see food, I won't eat. Like today now, I haven't eaten anything. It's 10 p.m. here. I haven't eaten anything, and I'm okay. It took me a while to accept that's who I am. And once I did, I started to attract people who could make their own food, didn't need me to feed them, ended up feeding me. attracted it in friends, attracted it in partners. So I had to accept who I was and what I was not ready to do. I can cook, but I don't like to. Don't wake me up at 5 a.m. to cook. Don't do it. I will not be happy with you. I will grumble. And if you try it again, I won't do it. I'm not Kiss Daniel's wife. They say, you're a deaconess. I'm not a deaconess. I don't want to wake up at 5 a.m. to cook or to pray. Don't do that to me, please. Ask me.
I don't know. For me, I kind of like want to see it from another perspective. I mean, in the sense that um I I, I agree with you, Shadi. I mean, that is 100% whatever you attract. So if from when you have been a child, you have been given that soft life, and that's the only thing you know. It's just like privileged people, rich people, let me not say rich, wealthy people, people that, were born the copies of this world, they will never understand the other side of life, right? They might not understand the harsh realities of life. So my own perspective on this is that I always like things balanced out. So in as much as I have that capacity to give my kids, or because I don't want them to marry loser or whatever, I can instill it in them that, look, this is what you should look out for. I also want them to be a bit, I won't say independent, but I want them to know the other side of life too. I want them to be able to know what struggle is, so that they can appreciate it when they see it in other people, so that they do not take those kind of things for granted. Because I feel like, if you have trained your life in this way, that, look, this is how I want nannies, I want house helps, I want butler, blah blah blah, then you train your kids like that, then they grow up, that is all they would know. They will not be able to see the world for what it really is. They'll be in this bubble. Fine, it is possible that they can remain in that bubble forever, like with the kind of crowd they will keep, with the kind of school they will go to. But realistically, is that really how I want their future to be like? Because let's not forget, most people like us, regular Joes, it's not like we're not happy. We're happy. And we've seen the reality of what those celebrities are, or those wealthy people are really going through. Because number one, a lot of them don't even have real friends. A lot of them don't have a lot of things that we value as normal regular people, that we can, oh, let's hang out, let's chill, we can do anyhow outside without fear that someone will take my. So I want them to really balance things out. I want them to really want to decide that, what, is this what I want? Do I want to live that bubbled life of nanny house girl, or do I really want to, like your example that you gave, that, oh, you don't like to cook. So imagine if you had kids and you say, that is what I want. I don't want my kids to, I want them to have chefs, which is a great thing. But what if that kid grows up and finds out that, discovers that, oh, I love cooking, and now becomes, a great chef? How would she have known if that is all you've taught your child? Do you understand? So I want that balance. I want them to be able to see both sides. Yes, I want them to be able to enjoy 70% of the good life, and 30% of the, and that at the end of the day, that is the reason why a lot of us had to relocate with kids, bring our kids abroad, because we feel like here is a bit more lenient with them in terms of education, in terms of um, social life. And when I mean social life, I don't mean like our kind of social. I'm talking about their own kind of social life, where they have friends and they can hang out, in terms of activities and all that. A lot of people will tell you that they can't raise their kids abroad. They'll say, oh, because they can't put a structure in place for them. Nigeria is where you want to train your kids, so that they can be hard. You can be hard on them. But I've realized that at the end of the day, that's not really what will make or mar your kid. Because there's some kids that, when we're small, they were very, very strict. Did make us, I mean, I feel like, when you're able to balance things, show your kids that, this is it, enjoy this, but this is the reality. So some days it will be rosy, some days it will not be rosy. And at the end of the day, when they grow up, they have that decision in their hands, and they're like, okay, so do I want to look for a rich man so I can live a baby girl lifestyle, or do I want to work hard and be like an Auntie Sade and be a young billionaire? Do you get? I don't know. That's really my take on things.
Mind a rich man is not the only way to make money, to get money, please. You can also make your own money. What is
That's what I said. Or do I want to be like Auntie
marry a
Sade?
rich
You together now, or do I want to be a young billionaire like Auntie Sade? Do you understand? It's one of the two. That's what I said now.
No,
Abi.
I mean, I'm looking at what she's talking about with outsourcer. I don't think she's saying that, bar people from understanding or accessing both parts. I feel like it's a pragmatic approach to life. I can bet the woman she's talking about, she probably works, or even if she doesn't work, she's taking. There is always a pragmatic approach to these things. I think culture and religion puts a very blanket way on how women should be, and that's what I think. For me, that's one of the reasons why the person said, is he marrying a loser? Because I personally agree, only a loser will come and just bring a fixed mindset and say it must fit here without first considering what is the situation on ground. If I go to work at 9 and come back at 5, but yet you want me to be able to give you fresh food every day, you are mad. There's something mentally wrong with you. Now, don't get me wrong, there are women who are able to do that. Is it convenient for them? It's probably not. Some of them are happy to, some of them are not happy to, some of them are, they've accepted that it's part of their duties. But it's not pragmatic to expect someone to go to work every day, come back, and they should be the one to serve you for. That's why most Nigerian relationships, when they get abroad, they used to scatter, because in Nigeria, you can cover a multitude of sins. I'll call Utibe, call Wale. Food has arrived. Before I even arrive, food has arrived in the house. Unlike here abroad, there's nobody that you are calling to do nada. You are going to get home, the house is going to be exactly the way you left it before you went out. And no one is going to slave in the kitchen or do whatever it is. So I'm just saying, I think that when she says loser, I feel she's talking about the mindset, not even about the money, but the mindset. Because there are people who don't have money, but they are pragmatic in the way they make their decisions. And I think a lot of men and women are not pragmatic in how they think about these things. Yes, you might say it's going to cost me extra, but what are you losing when you are keeping that money? What are you losing? What's the peace of mind that you're taking away from the person who's supposed to be your partner? That is the pragmatic thinking I'm thinking about. But again, this is the kind of situation where a lot of things, different things could be inferred. So
That is a topic that Nigerians are not really ready for.
I'm
That's
not ready for that conversation. I mean,
no.
I honestly think that in this context of what she's talking about, that if you can afford, if you're with somebody or if whoever your partner is, and you can afford the lifestyle of baby girl and baby boy, please by all means leave it. If you cannot, please understand your reality. Don't let it be said that, oh, it's because, oh, Regina Daniel married a man that can buy her PJ, then you too, you're looking for who will buy you PJ. Sometimes you need to cut your coat according to the material that you have. So I think this is, for me, this is my own takeaway. Let's not be too carried away as is designed to live soft life.
all right,
Not everybody.
all right, all right.
Can you see yourself?
No, what happened?
No,
The screen is
we
dark.
can't see you. Your screen is blacked out.
Okay, let me
Is your
come back.
internet after you be arguing with me?
No, it can't be.
Oh, they'll come again.
I'll come
About
back.
Beckham,
Continue,
please.
continue.
Talk about Beckham.
Yeah, that's the next story.
Beckham. 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 Okay. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. All right. So, Brooklyn Beckham broke the internet this past few days with his 5-page Insta story ranting about his parents, ranting about his the behavior towards his wife during his wedding, and how the whole family is just a sham, basically. He gave us the tea we didn't ask for. To God be the glory. And well, we are stewing. We are stewing. Okay. So, did anybody see this week?
Yep, I did.
What are your first thoughts first? Just like when you saw it, what did you first think?
I don't know. So for me, when I first saw it, I was thinking this the Brooklyn's wife is probably a version of Victoria when Victoria was that age, because Victoria is just a drama queen, and a lot of the issues. I mean, I heard the son has been covering up a lot of things that has been going on, and he has just been keeping quiet. But like this is the first time he's actually going to speak up about his family, and he's just had enough. And it's not really about his family, but really his mother. But why I'm not surprised is because Victoria Beckham is just the kind of person that's how she has always been. She's not really liked person per se. She's not really someone that people are endeared to like that. So she's always had this snooty, I don't care kind of. So if your son is getting married and you're deciding that you want to be the one to do first dance with him and dance inappropriate with him, it just shows the kind of person she is, and she has always been like that. She's a very self-centered person. She doesn't really care what anybody thinks. She's just going to do her, and
I can't believe you are saying this as a mother to a boy. I can't believe you are saying this.
I think she just didn't give him enough free hand. She controlled him, right? And I think that is what she's trying to get away from. She has probably, and I don't know, but my own impression is that she has probably been controlling even her husband self. Like, her whole family, she has been a control freak like that. And everybody's just coming to see the kind of person she is because her son is talking about it. I'm sure if they sit David Beckham down and say, please talk about your wife, he will have an earful for us. So it was not really something that came as a surprise that the son is saying all this, because she never really pictured herself. She did, she's not, that family has never pictured, they've not really pictured themselves as a perfect family, or she has never pictured herself. She's never told anybody that she's perfect. She has always been who she is. So, it's like um Northwest coming to say this kind of thing. Then there's some people that when you see them, you'll be like, I can't believe it. This kind of, but you will believe it. That kind of thing. I just don't like her personally. Anyway, I'm not a Victoria
Wow.
Beckham fan. I've never been a
Tell us
Victoria
how
Beckham
you
Tolu,
fan.
feel.
I
Tolu,
love David
that's
Beckham.
your bias for this analysis,
Yes,
Tolu.
it's my bias. I love
Yes.
David Beckham. I will always love David Beckham. I mean, yes, he was a Man U star, so I love him for that. But Victoria, even when she was in Spice Girls, you can see she was different. The other ones were very happy, airy. She
It
was.
was so Tony, you're so
Go and look
biased.
at all her pictures. See if you
You're
see
so
her
biased.
smiling in any picture. She doesn't smile. Say
It was the persona she had to take. All of them
but
had personas they had to
internally
take.
came out. That's her internal persona that is showing on her face there.
Yeah, let me tell you one thing I know for
Cruella
sure.
de Vil.
It's not easy being who they are as Victoria and David and having 4 kids in the eye of the media, and all 4 kids are the way they are. All of them are proper. I mean, it's not easy. We must give, and you and I know that David was very active even after her Spice Girls really went down. You have to give the both of them credit for raising 4 kids in this kind of atmosphere of paparazzi and Hollywood. You have to give them credit. They did a good job. Have you seen Will Smith's children and what they look like when they come outside? And have you seen these ones? These ones, they dress like normal London children. Not even, sorry, what am I saying? London, normal children. London children are even bad because they will put makeup. Have you seen his children? No, they look normal. Do you know what it takes to raise regular kids? And they're saying they're controlling them. Do they think, my problem is, Brooklyn Beckham is a Nepo baby. That is my big reveal from all of this. He wrote that 4-page or 5-page thing, and I realized again, yes, this is a Nepo baby. He's never had to build or fight for anything in his freaking life. And the first time he gets into any kind of friction, he comes out and just throw up. Who are you to try and to try and break down this legacy that you didn't even have a hand in building. See, he's very lucky he's not my child. And to God, I cast him out.
So you're saying that she wasn't inappropriate in her behavior because
So a DJ who was at the event said, he was there at the event, he was a DJ for the event. He said Mark Anthony called Beckham and Brooklyn onto the stage. Then he said he wants the most beautiful woman in the room to come out, and he called Victoria to come out. He was the one who called Victoria to come out. Now, at that point, they said Brooklyn's wife now ran outside. I'm crying, crying. Maybe, yes, at that point, Victoria should have been like, oh my God, oh my God. But see, she couldn't care less, because let me tell you, first of all, this Brooklyn's wife, her family is a MAGA family. They're not a good family. First, this behavior that she's done, she did it with one of them boys' brother, where she was trying to tell that boy, get the boy to tear away from his family. Do you think Victoria doesn't know all these antics? Do you think she doesn't know what's going on? Do you think she didn't do a research on the girl? She knows who this girl and her family is. So she doesn't want to, she's not ready to do rubbish. The backstory, allegedly, the backstory on this Brooklyn's wife, it's neither here nor there. In front of the two of them, they said this girl's father has insulted Brooklyn, that he's useless in their very before. What are you people talking about? When your son marries to a family that is not a respectful family, that's not a good family, what, you should just be smiling and waving? They had 3 engagement parties because the father did not want, he wanted to invite Trump and all these kind of people. He didn't want he'd come to London. All I'm saying is there is a lot of backstory, I agree. But one thing we've seen from the from the Beckhams, they don't air their dirty laundry and give us in-laws to listen to. Why did this boy do? What kind of spoiled tomfoolery did he think he was engaging in by coming out to tell us things that we didn't ask for? Go to therapy, drink tea, please. What nonsense. I want to slap the taste out of his mouth. Child. Sorry. He's very passionate, please.
See, I mean, I know there's always a danger of a one single-sided story. He has come out and done his. When I read all the piece, I couldn't honestly fathom what he was trying to say, but he was saying plenty of things. So he was trying to make his mom or his dad or his parents look bad, not actually. And for me, I don't think he hit the nail on the head. There was nothing I could hold to that was tangible in all of his complaints. And honestly, I think he's a spoiled kid. At the same time, it doesn't take away from the fact that maybe some things have happened with his parents that, has been distasteful to him. I'm not going to exonerate Beckham and Porsche, what's her name, altogether, because I know that maybe in trying to protect him, they have also done it the wrong way. But at the same time, like Shade said, this is a family that tries to keep their business personal and private. He had no business on social media. And this is the problem with, we come back to the problem of social media, where a lot of us do not know where to draw the line. We think that everything must end up on social media. And he has just done that. So at the end of the day, if I were his parents, I think that, I'm sure they love him so much that they wouldn't want to completely cast him away. But I think that it's time to just let him be. Let him make his mistakes. Let him learn from his mistakes. Let him develop. They don't need to smother him anymore with, oh, we're your parents and we love you and we want what is best for you. He has clearly come out to say, whether we like it or not, I don't want all this smothering anymore. I want to be with my wife. So let him be, and whatever happens in the future happens. But it's quite unfortunate because this is a family free of scandal, free of social media conversations.
I don't understand how they feel free of scandal.
Beckham and Posh.
Apart from David sleeping with those women, yes, they're free of scandal.
But they have listen, John Terry, did he have his own sexual activities in the past? But right now, you look at John Terry and his wife, and you think that they are the perfect family. Not that they don't have issues, that's my point. But it's not issues that we are seeing on social media. So
there's no perfection.
Exactly.
And I think there's no perfection. And I think that for me was one of the issues, because we didn't even know anything was happening until even the same Brooklyn. He first unfollowed them on social media. And of course, people are monitoring these things. So they found out that he unfollowed. And then the blog started picking up and saying, oh, that, something about maybe the parents blocked him. It was his younger brother. I don't know whether his name is Beckham. I don't know what his name is. That one now came out and said, no, it was Brooklyn that blocked everybody, plus him. Said Brooklyn too blocked him as well. So you see, this Brooklyn.
And to this, and look at Harry and his own wife. At least to Meghan and Harry, we could see some misdoings from the royal family, and that's why some people support Meghan and say, "Oh, this is wrong, this is bad." What can you say categorically that you have seen David and Victoria do to Brooklyn's wife or to Brooklyn? Like, there's nothing we can touch on, and that's why he, like Shadi said, he's a nepo baby. So that's why, for me, I think that they need to leave him at this point. Let him go ahead and learn his mistakes, make the mistakes in it, whatever it is, and then we will all be here. Whether him and Harry will now have a podcast where they will be comparing notes and say, my father was better, or your own was, or my mother, you exactly. We'll wait until then, but they need to let him go at this point. Show him love from afar, create your own boundaries. It doesn't mean that you don't love him anymore, but have very respectful boundaries at this point, and then see what happens at the end of the day between both of them. Not like I'm praying for the marriage to end. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that at this point, it's time for them to let him be, and then see what happens.
So look, that thing he complained about, that Victoria wanted to, they didn't dance. In which family does the son and mother doesn't dance first? In which family in Nigeria does that happen? Who dances first between husband and wife, and husband and mother? Who dances first? If she wanted to twerk on the floor and bend down low, she should. Why not? Her first son. Why were people doing like as if there was like I said, there was nothing that made sense in that his foolish write up. Foolish.
So another thing I need to note is that this boy is only a reflection of who has raised him. Obviously, his mother did not raise him properly for him to be behaving like this. And I know, yes, what he did was wrong, but why he did it, should I tell you why? For this reason people are saying they are shielded. They don't like what was the word you guys use? Like, they don't want
drama.
Yes. So this is the only way he can actually get to her so that he can pain her. So I agree with what he did. I'm very happy he did that.
But Tolu, there's always an exception to the rule when it comes to raising kids. You can do everything right. There will be that one child that wants to be mad. So I won't say completely that he's a reflection of those who raised him. I'm not, like I said, I'm not exonerating David and Victoria here. I'm just saying that from what we have seen so far, since David has gone to collect award in Royal. Do you know how many times they're giving him BSON, CSON, KSON? I mean, he's respectable. That's my point. He has built himself to this point where David is very respectable. Let's not take that from him. And it's hard work. Do you know it is hard work to get to this point? So for one child now to want to be angry because they said don't put it in the cookie jar, and then he puts his hand in his cookie jar and he's so angry because, oh, my mother, my father, come on, Tolu, and you believe the story that Victoria wanted to twerk on him? Like, let's even look, think about it now. So Victoria did not see David Beckham to twerk on in that crowd. She did. Let's assume it was her own son that she wants to. Come on, he had to sell a narrative to paint his parents black. That is all I read in everything he put
his
on.
mother black, not his parents. Because
so look, it's a reflect. Whatever he says about Victoria still will hit David. It's a reflection on David, whether you like it or not. They are father and mother now. So are you telling me it's not like it's a broken home where David is no longer in the picture? He is in that picture. So it's a reflection on both of them. So what he has done, whether he's trying to attack his mom, you are right, but inadvertently, it will hit David as well. So all that conversation of, oh, she did this, she did that, and I feel like the wife probably put up that, I can bet my last couple that she sat down with his phone and typed out all of that thing told him, is this okay? If you like it, go ahead, because he probably loves her a lot, and which is not a bad thing. But I'm just saying that I hope he realizes that
He has
family,
mommy issues.
blood
Has,
is always thicker than water at the end of the day.
Okay,
I think he has
let's
mommy
move to
issues.
the next story because we
Wait,
still have
wait,
two more.
I think he has mommy issues. I think he's desperately seeking approval from the wife and her family. I think he's trying to prove that he's a man by doing all of these things. That's what I think. Because honestly, the only reason why this is happening is because the family is close. If his family were not a close-knit family, a lot of these issues will not be happening because there will be nobody to be doing all these issues with. It's because they're actually a close-knit family. That's why he's even having a situation where the mother is saying, I want to dance with you first. That's the only honest truth. But you see that the two things he mentioned about the dancing, he said the mother did not support the wife's shelter for dogs. As in foolish repertoire, foolish things coming out of his
Okay,
mouth.
let's go to the next story. We have just 20 minutes left. Thank you.
Okay. You didn't even ask Nelly if you wanted to touch on Beckham.
I say I can bet you that Nelly does not want to touch on it. I can bet you.
Nelly might have something to say now. Nelly, now.
No problem. Let's move on.
The first time people came at me, came for my family. Now this same kind of nonsense thing, because you people are ignorant. I think you are the most ignorant fan base in the world. The Wizkid FC, you are the most ignorant fan base in the whole world. I said only 4 Nigerians at that time had gotten a Grammy nomination for their music. Wizkid then had a Grammy nomination for a video. I'm saying it now, clearly, open to all of you. I am attacking Wizkid fans, and yet Wizkid has done nothing to me. Doesn't that mean he no send una? If I'm attacking you, he no send una. Not be said that me he no send. Now una he no send. Think to anybody I care about, or anything I care about, I will come for you full force. I will.
Let me for you go do. Tonight you go do no. Offer by me with a go.
I don't understand, Shade. What happened? Please, help me mute it and play it in the background.
I'm like, I don't get what's going on.
That was his response. That was Wizkid's response.
No, that was not his response.
That was not his response. He has put down his, he has deleted his response.
Tolu was joking. Nelly, go for it. Attack, stab this one. Stab.
You see, I don't know why people are just falling all over the place. You see, if there is anything more than 100%, I'm with Seun on this. If there is anything more than 100%, I don't think Seun did enough self, but he's smart. Let me tell you something that happened that people are not paying attention to. Seun is not stupid. He knew exactly. Seun is just like a hunter. He set a trap. Wizkid did not just enter with one leg, he entered with his whole body. If you are claiming, let's say, for example, I am going about saying that Sade is my paddy, she's my idol, blah, 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 we're close, right? Nobody can come between me and Sade. And people that are my friends are now attacking Sade to my hearing, in my presence, you know, kicking her below the belt, whatever, and I'm just mute. What does that tell you? I am guilty by my silence. My silence is an endorsement of that nonsense. So people are saying, people supporting Wizkid, Seun has gone too far, blah, blah, blah. He was attacking Wizkid. Wizkid cannot claim to have tattoo of fella in his hand, an idol, close family friend, and your so-called fans. I'm not saying you have control over what these kids do, just like Peter Obi that time. But you know what Peter would do? He will go and visit the person they abused and apologize. Even if his fans were not listening to, all of them were not listening to him. Even if Wizkid fans will not listen and keep attacking Seun, let him come out publicly and say, please Fela is greatest. There's no need to do this, blah, blah, blah. I disassociate myself with anything that would tarnish Fela's name. But you know what? He kept quiet. He was probably drinking champagne and enjoying all this thing. That's why Seun now said, and it was a bait, and he fell for it. Seun now said, look at all of you. And they go after Una. Una God, Una Baba, no, if he can't do anything. That was when Wizkid fell for the trap and came out. When he came out, and look at the way he came, Eminem said a lot of truth he said in jest. Right? See what he came out with. I'm greater than your father. Did I blah, 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 your ugly wife? That did not come from a place of, that thing came from a place of bottled up hatred. So it's not that he's trying to idolize Fela, he's actually trying to replace Fela. And this is somebody that even his biggest hit today, Oju Elegba, is a sample of Fela's song. So I like the fact that Seun has closed this chapter, but he has exposed Wizkid for who he is. And
you're right, because like me, Drogba, wait,
see,
Nelly, DJ Drogba is my idol. If you say anything about him, I can break your head. Continue.
And as for who is greater, is a no-brainer. Let's not even go there, please. Discussing it is even an aberration.
I love Nelly's analysis because I didn't even look at it from that point of view.
Same here. I didn't, honestly. I was coming here to defend Wizkid.
How can you defend? Really? I can't even defend. I don't even like Wizkid. And I've never really seen Wizkid as the king of Afrobeats. I always thought personally was Burna Boy. So I don't know why people are even shouting Wizkid. Wizkid is only popular because he has more fans. And people are likening this to, you know what?
Wizkid does not have more fans than Fela. Let me tell you why.
So that's I was about to say it now that
Fela
was alive now as
we are all old enough to know the days of hard record and cassettes.
Yes.
Fela had 52 recorded albums, live performance. He's in the Guinness Book of Record. This guy reached the entire world when there was no social media.
No internet, yes.
No internet. You will have to sell your hard copies, records. Record labels will have to market your record for you to reach the world. 37 years after his death.
And I will put it to Wizkid that even if Fela was alive today, I don't even think Wizkid would be able to stand next to him.
No, that's not even the point. See, you are talking about Wizkid. Wizkid is not even visible. He's not visible. Who sees him? But Fela lived in the minds and life of everyday Nigerian for 37 years. I mean, 27 years before he died. That's 37 years in 1997.
Wait. Wizkid is still alive.
What's your point?
So there's a lot he can still do.
Yeah, there's a lot that he can still do.
Wait. But look at what he's done till now. Let us not belittle Wizkid in this
No. Let's not belittle him. Shade, you are right. Let's not belittle the boy, right? Coming from where he came from and where he is now, becoming a global star. Let's not take that is not a mean feat, right? But in every conversation, there's a context. Wizkid is who he is. He's done well for himself. Many of the people criticize himself can't even wear the shoes that Wizkid wears. But Wizkid should have known his place. That's the thing I'm talking about. He should have known his place.
I'm sorry.
Wizkid has no respect.
Sorry. No. He's
his place. What does that mean?
Shade, can I ask you a question? His place is that he cannot wear Fela's shoe. Have you seen? See, can Wizkid?
But that statement was not "I'm bigger than your father." That was a talk.
He said.
What will you do?
Did you see his tweet?
I see. I'm a Wizkid fan. I saw his tweet.
But you know he has put it down. He has put it down.
Of course, because obviously, he knows that generally he is. See, let us not also forget that Wizkid, he's a kid, even though he's in his 30s.
Shade, I want you to focus on the abuse. Let's not forget whether it's bigger or it's not bigger. We all know it's not bigger than Fela, but the fight itself. Look at what I said.
It's unfair, but you guys know that it's unfair for you to want to put this all on Wizkid and exonerate Seun. Wait. Seun baited Wizkid for 7 days.
Why did he?
No, because remember last week when we talked about Davido and Tolu, when you were like, even if Davido was so angry, he didn't need to respond to the handle of the child, which we now know is not the child that owns the hand, but he didn't need to respond to say, "Oh, you
Those
are
are
mad,"
different
or
matters,
something.
oh.
No.
They are
I'm
different
saying
matters.
that Wizkid is also a human being. He was upset, he was angry, and then
Yes.
he lashed out.
His response.
Let me tell you what Seun did not do, which is unfortunate because he's an adult and he's older than Wizkid. And considering that he carries this, my father is fella on his head for so long without really telling us what he does. At least Femi Kuti.
No. You can't say that.
No, let me land.
No,
Let me
you
land.
can't say that.
Let me land.
Is his father, for God's sake?
Let her land.
Let me land. Femi Kuti at least will not come out here and be shouting, "Fela is my father, Fela is
You
my
don't
father."
know that. He has done it many times.
Have you
He did
ever
it when-
seen Nelly?
Yes.
Nelly, wait.
Yes.
Femi's work, his artistry, and his songs speak for him.
No,
He doesn't have
that's a
to.
different-
No. Wait, let me land.
That's a different
He doesn't need
conversation.
to set ring lights every day to remind us that Fela is his father. He doesn't do that.
No.
Even Made, that is the grandson, does not set ring lights every day to say, "Oh, Fela is my father." These people go about doing their art.
No.
My point is, Seun baited Wizkid for so long.
Yes.
He used and as an
And
adult,
rightfully
like I
so.
said,
Yeah,
he
the
could
right-
have passed on his message to Wizkid or whether to his fans in the most decent
No.
He refused to be decent. He brought
No.
a dog to the fight, and you expect Wizkid to just carry whistle and say, "Flo, it's okay."
No. I am saying Wizkid started the fight.
Where?
Let me tell you now. That's
Because
why I said
he
it's
didn't
vicariously.
cut on his fans.
Hold on. That's why I said it's vicariously liable. See,
No.
Hold on now. Shebi, you asked me a
Let's
question.
stop this.
Shade, wait.
I didn't ask you a question. No.
Okay. See, I'm responding to what you're saying. Listen, this thing hits differently. It strikes differently. Let me tell you, if Femi did not do what he's doing, these Gen Z children, right? They don't, even Wizkid himself did not listen to Fela. He did not listen to Fela. He did not meet Fela alive as an adult. Do you understand?
How many people met Fela alive?
So the point I'm making is that if I were in Seun's shoe, I would do the same thing, because what these people are trying to do is to erase this man's legacy.
They're trying to dirty his legacy.
To erase his legacy. And one thing about legacy is that if this legacy, see, Seun has successfully reintroduced his father into the minds of the Gen Zs. Now all of them are going to check out who his fella is. If he had kept quiet, this narrative that these children that have flooded the internet, this narrative that they have been going on with, that Wizkid is the new fella, Wizkid is bigger. If you're not careful, in the next 10, 15 years, everybody will forget about fella's legacy. And that is what Seun was fighting against.
Pray tell, what is wrong with a generation picking their own greatest?
Let them pick their own. See, Wizkid, let me tell you. I'm not
wrong?
Shall I see what is wrong?
You cannot tell a generation to pick Fela that they don't know Fela to be able to pick Fela over Wizkid. I'm sorry.
Shade, listen. They could have said, Wizkid is the biggest African artist, he's the biggest Nigerian artist of all time. Leave it at that. Why are you bringing Fela's name into it?
Because they
and you bring Fela's name into it, you begin to make uncomplimentary comments. Even the Wizkid you are mentioning, his biggest hits are copies of Fela's song. What kind of greatness is that?
And then
so, in my own opinion, he cannot be a greater artist. He cannot be greater than the person you are copying his work.
You cannot.
It's just like saying one of these your pastors is bigger than Jesus Christ.
Oh God!
I don't know.
A worshiper cannot be greater than the founder of the religion. A worshiper cannot be greater than the founder of the religion.
No.
See what Oyedepo do? He want to be bigger than Oyedepo. He pursue and come up in church.
Influence Wizkid. Wizkid still has his own sound that is very different than Fela.
It's not different.
It's not different. It is very different.
What's different?
No, I think it's unfair.
He's a copycat.
I just want everybody to realize that Wizkid is a very toxic human being.
Very. Okay, look at the other day. To look up, bless you. Look at the other day. What did the Nigerian rappers do to him? Out of nowhere, rap is dead in Nigeria. He killed, by that comment, he killed the rap industry. What did they do to him?
Burna Boy has said worst.
We are not see. One day, when he reached Burna Boy turn, he go collect. Now Wizkid they collect today. Leave Burna Boy. Wizkid is very, very toxic.
I
And
don't
people
know.
say it's
I don't know
quiet.
who is.
Wait,
Who
people
follows
say it's
himself?
quiet. People say
So
it's
so
quiet.
so between with
Shade, people say it's quiet, it's humble, is this. The reason Wizkid is quiet is because most times when he talks nonsense. There's nothing in his head.
Thank you.
He lacks a lot of maturity. That's why he doesn't talk much.
Thank you. I agree. Yes.
Yes. Most of the time when he talks, he's very shallow. He doesn't sound intellectual. The only thing, look at his interview he did the other day with Ashake. He's just on the surface. There's nothing striking about how he talks. There's nothing
okay, so
striking
wait,
about
Nelly,
his
between
intellectualism.
Wizkid and
What
Seun
impact does
Kuti,
Wizkid even
who is
have in
more
this
toxic? Because people are saying Wizkid is toxic, Wizkid is toxic. Seun Kuti is what?
No, Seun Kuti is the disease. Wizkid is the symptom. I'm not here to praise Seun, but for fighting for his father, it strikes differently.
He doesn't
He has
need
the right
to
to
fight
for
for.
his father.
Let me tell you what.
But apart from his father's fight, the guy is
Nelly, he
something else.
doesn't need.
But when it comes to music, you cannot compare music. You cannot compare Seun to Wizkid when it comes to music. Seun is a much more better musician because Wizkid does not play any single instrument.
Thank you.
He knows how to even
Is it
ordinary
like
flute.
playing instrument? What are people talking about? Stop
Yes,
this
it is.
old school thinking.
Wizkid is a
This old
singer.
school thinking.
He's a
Stop
You
singer.
think
He's
the
not a
unfortunate
musician.
thing here is that Seun had everything at his disposal to surpass, be like his dad, or even maybe surpass his father. Let's be realistic. Wizkid
cannot surpass his father.
We're just saying. I mean, your parents always pray that their kids are better than them, right? This is the prayer. Every parent
Even
will say.
Femi has not surpassed his father.
Wait, my point
You
is
know
that
why? Because
rather than
they are singing exactly the way their father is singing. They are not fine-tuning it.
so this lands us back right where we are. Rather than him focusing on his trade, whatever God-given talent that he has to be a better person, he keeps riding on the back of his father is Fela. I'm not saying
His father now. Let other people go and ride on their father's back.
No, I'm not saying
not
don't
riding
use
on
your
his father's back.
I'm not saying don't use your father as flagship. What
Don't
I'm
go
saying
there.
is that
A son can do whatever he wants with his father's name. Dupe, don't go there, please.
That
you
is his
sat
legacy as
down.
well for his children.
You sat down, almost 50-year-old man.
He can do
with
it even
ring
when he's
lights.
70.
Nelly, with ring lights to be attacking.
And you're talking to someone who built himself from ground zero.
And then, even before
he needs to take several seats to the back.
Even before that, you sat down to be quarreling with FC, made up of illiterates. FC, that most of them are illiterate. You are there. Look at
Shade, it is still Seun's father's back that Wizkid is riding on.
Don't
blame Seun for fighting for his father's legacy. Do you know the funny thing now? Wait, do you know the funny thing now? Seun has successfully reintroduced Fela into the shallow mind of those kids who didn't know who his father was.
There's nothing shallow.
Nelly, it's not true.
Obliged to know
I don't
Fela.
agree.
Nelly,
I don't agree.
They are not obliged.
It's not their generation.
Nelly, I don't agree.
No.
I don't agree with that statement at
I didn't
all.
say they are obliged. I didn't say they are obliged. But
there's no reintroduction that has happened. Let me tell you what he has done, what he has even successfully done. Those of us who grew up knowing Fela, of course, we still appreciate who Fela is. You see these new kids on the block, they don't give two flying hoots. They still do not give two flying hoots. So this fight that he thinks he set ring light for every day, coming out for 7 days. I heard he came out for 7 days.
Yes. Because for that long too. Because for that long, Wizkid was standing by, watching his renegade supporters abusing.
You know, if Wizkid was
a man you
said standing by someone that's in the studio trying to cook.
The
last time he cooked anything was in 2019. What was he cooking? See, I pity Ashake. Wizkid would drain his life. Wizkid will use him.
What are you guys talking about? One of Ashake's biggest songs has been with Wizkid.
No.
Talking about?
No. See,
stop denigrating Wizkid's name.
Shade. Change that sentence. One of Wizkid's songs has been with Ashake. One of Wizkid's biggest songs has been with Ashake. Wizkid has had 2 albums back to back.
Excuse me.
2 albums back to back. That is a flop.
It's a lie. They're not flops. They were not flops. That's a bloody Kenge lie. That's a bloody lie. Not flop.
Is it made out of Lagos?
It was not a flop. Are you
mention one song from that album? Yes,
Are you
now.
joking?
I'm not.
Blessing. Wait,
Eh?
now I'm mentioning blessings
Sing it,
with
sing it, sing it.
Wait.
blessings
No,
with
Shade is not a
Mali.
singer. With who?
With I'm going to say Naira Mali. Sorry, with the Damian Mali. Blessings.
Damian Marley.
Yes. I know the
You are
album back
you are
to
even
back.
struggling. You are struggling to
No,
remember
I'm not
anyone.
seeing. I'm struggling because I don't keep names of song in my head. Wizkid's album, still his latest album was a hit.
Rubbish.
It was
Stop
insane.
it. I don't sing that song outside. Can
I know
Wizkid
you.
be as big as
Stop
Davido?
it.
Can Wizkid be as big as Davido?
Anyways,
Don't bring in Davido. Stop
see,
it.
ladies, let's be serious. Let's not even digress. My
I'm
own
not
is
digressing here. No, people should not
Wizkid.
do it.
See. I said it from the beginning. Wizkid has done very well for himself. Where I draw the line is if I claim. I mean, do you know what it means for you to draw the face of another human being, the full face on your hand? I don't take that lightly. If I were family of Kuti, I would respect him and even idolize him for doing that because he's a global star. And every time he pulls his shirt, the world ask him, "Who is this thing on your hand?" He will say it's Fela because he carries Fela on his body anywhere he goes. The mistake he made, because he's put himself in this compromised situation. The mistake he made is when these kids were going after Fela, the man
He
you
should
call
have
your idol,
reined them
he
in.
should have reined them in.
Nelly, he didn't need listen.
How?
Nelly, he didn't need to
If you
rein
don't rein
any.
him in, you have endorsed it. You have
No,
endorsed
let's
it.
stop it.
Yes.
No, let's stop it.
Dupe, I go about abusing people in your name. And you are hearing it. And you are pretending to be a Omoluabi, to be a good person. But I'm using your name.
What if Wizkid was in the hospital and he was
But
going
he was
through
not.
surgery?
But he was not.
Let's stop now.
But he was not. What kind of
days.
what kind of excuse is this?
Wizkid was
Dupe.
giving birth.
You see, that's one thing about Nigerians. They make excuse for whoever they like. And I
I'm
like that.
telling you.
Nigerians
No,
are very
no,
loyal.
no.
Like Wizkid, though.
Don't categorize me with. I'm not a fan. Oh, my point is, let me just say something real
You
quick.
don't like
is that
Seun, that's the point. I don't like Seun either.
I don't
But on
like
this one, I
Seun.
stand with him.
This nail polish on his hand and the nail, whatever
But
it is, he
but
needs
do you
to
know that?
sort it out because it
No.
shows a problem even mentally in his
No,
head.
no, it doesn't.
But let
It
me say
doesn't. It
let me
doesn't.
say something, Nelly.
And
Wait.
it's an African culture. It's an African culture. If you don't know about nail
Okay.
painting by men,
No
it's an
problem.
African
No,
thing.
you to go and
Shave
paint.
those things on his face.
You
It
to
looks
go
like
and paint your
pubic
own.
hair.
He needs to be scrubbed. Him and VDM, no difference. My
See
point
now.
is, let me tell you, Wizkid,
You know
yes,
that fella
maybe,
was painting his hand.
maybe to some extent, you are right. Wizkid should have reined his fans in. But did he really need to?
He did.
No,
did.
no.
Dupe, he did. Let me tell you why he does. Let me tell you. The kind of loyalty that Wizkid has portrayed over the years, over 10 years, to claim to have for Fela. Don't forget that don't forget that Wizkid used to be a backup singer in Felabration. He used to be a backup singer. Fela's son takes this guy as a son.
Okay.
Femi
So they have that family, they have that
family
personal
connection.
relationship.
He
Okay.
goes there.
But we don't
he
know
goes to
where
the family
Wizkid.
house.
We
Wait.
don't know. See, we don't know what Wizkid is going through, where he's at, we don't. There's so many things that could be going on in his life. Come on,
But what
now.
Shade wait.
All these
But
personally
Shade
responsible
wait
for
now. Shade
But
wait.
we're reaching.
Shade wait. This thing that he was going through that prevented him from reining in his people did not pretend him from tweeting that I'm bigger than your father, fella. Do your work.
Because he was at that point. Okay, so the same logic you are using.
Shade, you
The
are
same
smarter than
logic
this.
you
I
are
know what you are
using.
doing.
Why? No. The same logic you are using.
Yes.
Why was he constantly just going at him at Wizkid that way?
Because he was. Let me tell you. No. See what happened. See what happened.
You know Seun was wrong.
Wait. No, Seun was not wrong.
Agree,
Let me
Seun
tell you.
was wrong.
No, he was not. Let me tell you. No, he was not. Let me tell
Seun
you.
was not wrong. He was not wrong. I support him. He was not
Listen,
wrong.
see what happened. Do you know that Seun did not call Wizkid, did not attack Wizkid directly until the 5th day.
Then he rose from the dead.
No. What he said was he's not attacking. He's attacking Wizkid FC. Stop comparing. And every time he was swearing for those fans who were denigrating his father's name.
Thank you. Exactly.
You understand? And on the 5th day, he now said, I'm sure he has thought.
And on the 5th day, Jeremiah rose.
And he rose. And on the 5th day, and he's like, wait, they've abused these guys. Wizkid has not said anything. He has not even defended them. And he has not stopped them. That's why he now went out and said, he called Wizkid out indirectly. He wanted to see what Wizkid would say.
So he goaded him, and that's okay.
Nelly,
As someone that
you
you
are
said that they are
making
family
excuse.
friends.
Nelly, you guys are making
So even when
excuses
he
for.
called Wizkid out, he
cannot
didn't
see. Let me
insult
tell you.
Wizkid. Though. He only called Wizkid out. He didn't even insult.
Dupe. Let me give you an example. Fela died in 1997. In 2026, part of his investment are still paying for his children. Seun was just saying that last month he collected $120,000 from one of the maturity. Hold on. Let me
This
finish.
is why
Hold
she
on. Let
wants
me
to
finish.
embrace
Let me finish.
this
Let me finish.
now
Let me finish.
and
Let me
stop
finish.
fighting with children on the
Wait
internet.
now. Let me finish. The father gave him 120,000 USD from the grave in 2025. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Until you are in his shoes, you cannot understand how that strikes differently. You cannot let people who have touchlight phone or the lowest type of techno phone with 100 naira data gig data to come online to be abusing his father. People who are even struggling to have breakfast will not come online because they have one free, they borrow data from MTN and
But wait, what's
insult
the
his father.
abuse, Nelly?
You
What's the
cannot.
abuse? What's the abuse, please?
That
What's the
Wizkid is bigger than Fela.
That's
You
not an
cannot.
abuse.
That
That's an
Wizkid.
opinion.
That
Tolu,
Wizkid.
Tolu,
Oh, wait, now
Tolu,
that
As in,
Tolu, that is an opinion. It's like what we do
Go on.
here.
See,
We
no,
have our
See,
opinions here. It doesn't
Dupe,
make it the truth. My
that's not the
point
only
is,
thing.
Shehu
Dupe,
set
hold on
ring
now.
light for 7
Dupe,
days.
what
Does it
Tolu
make
just
it true because they have an opinion?
Dupe,
Let's
what
stop
Tolu
this
just
thing
what
now.
Tolu just told you now, Tolu is being nice. Go and read the comments. They are not some of the things we can repeat here. Go and read those comments.
How did Shehu attack them?
He said, wait. He said, you people are attacking my father because your fathers are cowards. You cannot praise your father and you are choosing. He was attacking them.
My point is, Nelly,
Yes.
it is an equal reaction to something now. Something has
Yes.
happened. Something must give. So at the end of the day, if they started to insult his father, it's because of the way Shehu handled it. This is why I said this
Handled
is a
what?
50. Handled the situation from the get-go. This is
No,
a
Okay,
50-year-old
let me ask you a
man.
question. Shade and Dupe, let me ask you a question.
Shade,
Let me ask,
you are
wait.
getting it wrong. Do you know how these Gen Zs respond? You say these Gen Zs, you cannot have conversation with them. Shade, thank God you're a media person.
I want to ask
You will
Shade and
make
Dupe
a
a question.
comment.
Wait.
You will make a comment online instead of them to address the comment you have made. They will say, "You're bastards. You are mad." They will just abuse you.
Let me even ask Shade and Dupe. Let me ask two of you a question. Now, Wizkid fans are saying that Wizkid is the new Fela, that Wizkid is the future Fela. Wizkid is like Fela. How exactly? Give me 2 ways that Wizkid, forget singing, forget Afrobeats, because that is not what they're implying. They're talking about legacy, like they're talking about the kind of person Fela was, that is what Wizkid is trying to be, or who Wizkid is. Please tell me how Wizkid is like Fela in any way.
Okay, before I answer you, is this what angered Shehu?
No, that's not what angered him. Dupe, I will send you some of those stuff.
Anybody that is saying Wizkid is new Fela does not know Fela.
Hey, so
why are you arguing with people that don't know Fela?
we have to argue the idea. You have to kill it. Shade, you will perish that thought. Make them perish the thoughts. That is perish the thoughts from what they don't know. Fela.
Wait now. Okay.
Tolu, if I come now and tell you I'm the future Tiwa Savage, you people
you can argue with her.
Let me explain it to you now.
Let me tell you what's paining people. Nelly, calm down. Let me tell you what's paining people. It's paining people because Fela is someone that was an icon that fought for the country, that fought for freedom,
no doubt,
that used his blood and life
sweat,
to make sure Nigerians be free.
And he died for it.
Do you understand? His family.
His mother died for it first.
And Nicola Pokuti family have lived like that. Through Uncle Beck, for all of them, that is how they live. They are not comparing someone like that that has garnered so much that has done so much for a country. What has Wizkid done for Nigeria?
Nothing.
Okay, now let me tell you.
Why are they comparing? That's you people angry. Me.
No.
Shade,
Can you listen?
Fela and Wizkid
hold on now. Let me tell you how it. Wait.
Why is Shehu angry?
Let me tell you what happened. What Tolu has told is just part of it. Now let me tell you what happened. These arguments, FC, whatever they call themselves, foolish children, they come online and say that Wizkid is the new Fela. Wizkid is bigger than Fela, right? No problem. They were saying it. Then Shehu came online and say, "Una idol, una they idolize. They follow Fela. Fela is the creator of Afrobeat. Fela has 52 records. No artist in the world has ever had it. It's in the Guinness Book of Record. He's this, is that. You know what this Gen Zs, rather than face the conversation, you know what they do? If they do DNA for you now, they're gonna know it go be like say no be fella born you be bastard. Instead of you to go and do music, you are a fair musician, you are here every day talking about fella, blah blah. See, if you are saying that Wizkid is bigger than fella, focus. It's ad hominem. Stay on the conversation. Okay, fella has this album, Wizkid has this album, fella has Wizkid has more stream. Focus on the music conversation. When they started abusing fella, one of them even came and said, even this fella where they talk now, pata they way up and down. He be like say that man self na madman. He they smoke, he go up and down. He they do this one. They now left the conversation and started insulting Seun and insulting his father. That was where it took a twist. And you know these Gen Zs, even apart from this fella, go online now. You see the way they react to conversation. They don't stay on the subject.
So we know, we have all these facts.
But so you cannot ask Seun why you arguing with them. You cannot ask Seun that question.
Arguing with them. I don't understand.
You cannot ask a son. You cannot ask a son why is he defending his father.
If it was Made that was arguing this, I'll say, okay, you know what, Made is closer.
Shade, you are not in a position to say that. Shade,
this man should focus on his career.
Shade, you are not in a position to say that. You cannot tell a man. You cannot say Seun to forget that people are abusing his father in the public and focus in his music. I can't even focus. He will
cannot focus. That's why his music is the way his music is. He cannot focus.
It doesn't matter. Musically, he's okay, no problem. At least his father is still sending him money from grave. But do not blame a son for fighting for the legacy of his father in the public. Don't do that.
I blame a grown man that should know better. Yes.
He does not know. He has, in fact, to me, he did not do enough. Wizkid, okay, but you're not blaming Wizkid for not reining his renegade foolish children in.
You keep on saying reining people in.
So he's an hypocrite. So he's an hypocrite. Okay, hold on. Seun has a reason biologically to defend his father. What reason does Wizkid have? When you carry the tattoo of this man on your body, you say he's your idol, is blah blah blah, but you cannot defend him. You cannot tell people to stop abusing him. Can you see the hypocrisy?
As in, honestly,
and the toxic guy.
It's indefensible. You cannot defend this. You cannot defend it. If I like you, Shade, do you believe that even as a friend, I don't even have your tattoo. Do you believe that as a friend, somewhere, some people are abusing you behind your back? Do you believe that as a friend, I owe you the minimal duty to defend you? The barest minimum. The barest minimum.
Exactly.
See, let me tell you, the only thing you owe me is your silence.
So why
you don't owe me to defend me? You don't owe me to defend me.
Okay.
You don't.
Okay, so this is not even
if you defend me, it's an addition.
Wait, no, Shade, now, that is not even on the. I don't even have your tattoo. Do you know what it means to have somebody's tattoo on your body? And you have been feeding off the man's work. All Wizkid's biggest hits are copies of this man's song. The barest minimum. You can just tweet one line. Fella, I am not bigger than fella, and shut up. Let's Seun and the boys continue to the fight. But come out and clear the air, just like Burna Boy did. Many times, Burna Boy say, which kind of stupid... Burna Boy told the journalist, what kind of stupid question is that? You're asking me, please, don't even put anybody's name or my name in the same sentence with fella. Forget it. One liner. If your fans now continue to misbehave, at least you have done the barest minimum.
I'm sure over the past years, Wizkid has probably done this barest minimum.
That is not the point. I'm talking about
should
this
he
one.
do it every year? Should he every year put out a press release? I'm not greater than fella.
Okay. No.
Is that what he should do?
No. Okay, but even in this case, even if he doesn't want to say anything, he eventually tweeted, "I'm bigger than fella. I have done that. I have done this to your ugly wife." Can you see that? He even brought Seun's wife into
it. Yeah, because when you want to get down in the mud, you cannot judge that someone
is in the mud now.
They are all mud. All of them are muddy, dirty, and muddy.
They are all muddy.
You guys, we've exceeded time today.
Yes, but I think that Seun could have handled this a lot better.
No, I don't think so.
I think that no. So listen, Nelly.
this
Nelly,
renegade,
Nelly,
this
cannot allow someone
renegade.
talk. Let's have a talk.
Nelly, all of this
I'm
noise.
Fela's son,
See,
I'm
let me
Fela's
tell.
son.
No problem. You see all of this hula baloo up and down since how many days? It doesn't take away from Fela's greatness. Let's call a spade a spade. It doesn't even take away from everything that you guys have said he has achieved over his lifetime. What it has only showed now is that Seun would enter the mud. If they dry, if the pig, why didn't any of his other siblings come out and speak? Only
They've been
Seun.
speaking now. They've been speaking now. Femi speaks,
Who?
but not in the same manner that Seun speaks. Femi has spoken. Yenny has spoken. The other one that looks like he's bleaching. I feel like I said that one self they bleach.
They
He has
asked
spoken.
Yenny recently. Yenny said, Wizkid, she has a good relationship with Wizkid.
Yes,
The
and
problem was the approach. Nelly. Seun is nearly 50 and he talks like there's dust in his head, like he has Hamatan in his head.
I can't deal.
You
I can't
expect
understand Seun Kuti.
Shade. But you see the
I
hypocrisy.
can't.
You see the hypocrisy you have now in this matter. Let me call you out on your hypocrisy. You are saying a boy who is defending his father, a boy who
boy.
is defending.
That's a grandfather.
Okay,
I
wait
want to
now.
check his age.
Wait now. He's about 45 or 46. See, you are saying Seun, who is coming out publicly to defend his father, could have handled it better. But in the same breath, you are unable to say that Wizkid, who has this man tattoo, who says his idol, is unable. It's all right for him not to come out to tell his fans, please stop abusing Fela.
Cause and effect. Cause and effect.
Seun is 43. Let me check Wizkid.
Cause and effect.
Wizkid will be about 34, 35, thereabouts.
It's more than 30.
Wizkid will be about
35. It says
35.
35.
Wizkid is 35, Abi.
Mm.
So you see, a global star, somebody is using your name to insult somebody you call your idol. One liner, I am not bigger than Fela. Full stop.
I beg.
You can't do that.
And then tomorrow, when they insult tomorrow, what do you want Wizkid to do again? To come out again? I'm not bigger than Fela. Every day you should come out, every 5AK.
No.
Come out, I'm not bigger than Fela. I'm not bigger than
Why do you think? Why do you think it will happen every day? If not because this
It
is.
should always happen because the
Wait
people who
now.
are in this club
It's not
do
this.
not know
See.
Fela. Finish.
Do you know how many times? Wait now. Do you know how many times they keep comparing artists with
And
Tupac
they're going to keep comparing. They are going to keep comparing. No matter what you do, they're going to compare. That is the way of the world.
Comparison is good. Comparison is good. In fact, comparing somebody with a dead artist actually helps the dead artist to remain relevant. So
who's the dead artist here?
I mean, Fela is dead
Fela,
now.
okay.
Comparing him with Wizkid actually helps Fela in a way because it keeps Fela going in the conversation. Comparison is not the problem.
People should be grateful. That means you should be grateful
Grateful
for
to what?
Wizkid. Be grateful for Wizkid FC.
If you finish that sentence.
I sound like a radical. Grateful for Wizkid FC.
I've never been a fan of Seun, to be honest, and I think that he can.
No, I love
approach. He can do better. That's all.
I like his approach. He's perfect the way he is. He shouldn't change.
No, it's like a Swiffer mop. It used to be used in dusty areas, clean places. Oh my god. Can't stand it.
He smells from a mile away.
They're in my heart right here.
He smells from me. So why do you like people who smell?
Wizkid's biggest songs that brought him to the international limelight are copies. For that, he should be grateful for the rest of his life. In fact, for that reason alone, he should be setting a ring light every year and be saying, Fela is bigger. He should turn Fela to his religion. For that alone.
No, so what Burna Boy should do that for everybody he sampled and the song became a hit.
Because Burna Boy does not have fans who go about calling Fela names.
They do.
We were calling Fela names. Burna Boy's fans don't insult
Today is
Fela.
not Burna Boy's turn.
Because Burna Boy keeps telling everybody Fela is greater. So his fans know where he stands on that. They know where he stands. But when you compare Burna Boy with Wizkid and Davido, they will fight you on that. When it comes to Fela, his fans know where he stands and they stand with him. But Wizkid that guy is like a chameleon.
And Wizkid can never even be as great. He can never even reach there.
When he's doing copy now, if he
the
doesn't do copy, he will feature. He doesn't have a single hit, a single standalone hit, except for that Oju Elegba.
This Wizkid slander. This Wizkid slander.
You should come and sue me now. I can defend myself.
No. I can't see. It's okay. I think it's okay because
I'm just trolling. I'm the
only Wizkid fan here.
I'm just trolling. No. I'm just trolling. From that age to what he is, he's been consistent. He's very good. Even this copy that we're saying is copying. Is it easy to copy somebody's song and make it a hit? Some people copy self. They miscopy. they turn to DJ copy that cannot sing, So all those, I give you credit.
See how Florence Otedola stayed on her own now.
See
and
how
collected-
Malama.
Collected bullets. Why now?
and
Then
collected straight.
DJ copy out of this.
You go see everybody. They say,
Nelly, they are insulting you in the comments. So
My namesake, Florence Otedola.
if insult has not killed Seun Kuti, what will he do to me?
If his son does not killed VDM, what can he
they
do?
said
to
it's better you keep mute.
Who is this Olua Fisayo? Yeah, I should keep mute.
Nelly.
Okay.
You see, that's why I said it. You see, that's what I said about these Gen Zs. Instead of countering what I said based on facts, they are insulting me personally. That's how they are.
I think people should understand that opinions out loud is based on individual opinions. So
Yes, but
that
if you
that
want
you
to see-
don't
if you-
agree with somebody
The
doesn't
person
mean
also
that.
has an opinion too now.
So
This is their
if
own
the person has an opinion, let the opinion be on the topic. This one say I should keep quiet. I should better keep mute.
you keep quiet.
Sorry, I want Mali. You see, these are the people. These are the people that we're talking about. Renegade children.
Oh, God. We
People
need
don't
to
have
go
talent.
now because
It's too
we
much.
couldn't even do our other topic.
I'm telling you, we'll do it
Do
for
that
this
with Gen Zs.
another one
All these
again.
Gen Zs, they are the most disrespectful people I've seen in this my life. And the word, I just pity the word. You see,
No.
rather than tell me that, oh, Wizkid has this, he has this, he sang this is what he's done. He's telling me to keep mute. Oh, this-
Nelly, I think that the word is they stand on business.
Nelly,
I don't think they're disrespectful. I think they stand on business.
they are disrespectful. You don't want them to drag you.
Wait. Look at the newest comment.
Your father.
Your father.
No.
That's why Shane was telling them they should go and be praising their own father and stop dragging his father. You see this one. Olua Fisayo. Look at the name. That Floxy. You see how these Gen Z children.
Don't insult my followers. Don't you dare.
Which followers? No, I'm grateful. I'm happy that the person is following us, whether it's a man or a guy, I don't know. But these Gen Zs, they are very stupid.
Please. I have nieces and nephews that are Gen Z.
What did my father do?
And they're well behaved, Nelly.
What? We are talking about somebody insulting somebody's father. Now they want to drag my own father.
Oh my God.
Nelly, please. I have nieces and nephews that are Gen Zs and they're well behaved. Please. Don't lump them. Don't lump them up.
Yeah.
All right, it's okay.
They said don't expect any explanation
because you have concluded. You have this people who don't have anything to say. That's what they say. Since you don't want to listen, don't worry now. These are bereft. They are bereft of ideas. They have nothing to offer.
It says he's older than you, Nelly.
It's older in age, but it's not older in sense.
Okay, let's end it. Let's end.
He says it's a Gen Z sense.
Shade, please end it, I beg.
The good thing is Nelly is collecting his own share. Me, I collected my own so last year. So
This guy may be 50, but his brain is a Gen Z brain. Forget it.
Everybody must collect on this platform, this OOL. All of us must collect.
I'm telling you.
All right, it's okay. We have tried. All right, we'll see you next week. Olufisayo is our MVP for today.
Yeah, please tell whoever that Fisayo is to come next week. Maybe you have.
He said, "Shut up, oh."
Maybe you have something reasonable to contribute.
Please, Fisayo, please.
No, see, this Fisayo is lying. It's only a Gen Z that chats like this. This guy is Gen Z.
Let's coordinate ourselves as adults.
No, he's not an adult. He's Gen Z. Just accept it.
Enough of the insults, please.
But we want Gen Zs. They are the ones that will give us following. We already have one now. Olufisayo.
Oh my God! It's not
this
even.
One is my favorite now. This one is my favorite.
It's not a guy. It's a woman.
It's a woman.
It's a lady.
Oh,
she's a shim. She him.
Yes.
Okay.
No. Let's
She's
not
a
go.
she?
It's a she.
Okay, she's a female. Please join us next week. We would love to see you.
Should I end this stream, please? It's okay.
Gen Z.
All right, bye-bye. Oh my God. Bye. Bye.